Hi everyone, so I have decided to try and do some vlogging, first time for everything. I found out last week that I've definitely got through to the RDA online championships with Archie, so I thought I'd just take you on the journey of us getting ready for that. I only have just over a week of the Easter holidays left, and because Archie lives near my parents, not where I work, I'm a school teacher, that means that I have to try and fit all of this in the remaining 9 days. So let's see how we go. So I'm just making up Archie's feed for him, so when I go down he can have that. He has a scoop of this 16 plus, I think it's by Dodson and Horrell. So a scoop of that. Oh, this is hard to do with my hands. He has a scoop of that, and then he also has a scoop of apple molly chaff. He does love this stuff, it's really nice. So he has a scoop of that. And then he has a couple of supplements because he's 25, and so he just needs a little bit of help to keep him going. So he has some of this omega-D oil, and he also has some my joint supplement. He has roughly 1 scoop of the joint supplement. And then he also gets another tablespoon of his oil. Then we like to add a little bit of water. So usually, yeah, there's a bit of water in here, good. So we add a bit of water to that and then just mix it up. The water just helps mix everything together, especially seeing as he has some powders. One other thing that we do put in are a couple of carrots. Archie absolutely loves his carrots. Rookie error, I thought I was filming and I wasn't, so we're now down at the yard. Archie's here with me, mind you. He's just having his breakfast. So you can see Archie's stable stays open and all the way down to the field stays open at the moment, because usually he would be stabled for part of the day or night, but at the moment the weather's quite mild and we're just letting him choose because he's the only horse down here. So we leave everything open, and if we look in his stable, he hasn't been in at all. He really has not been in. He's not that fussed. He hasn't even touched his hay or his water. He has water down in the field. So he's been down in the field all night. So whilst he is starting his breakfast, I went and fetched his head collar and my grooming tote, which I keep in the next door stable just to keep things dry. You're sounding a bit creaky today, man. You okay? Yeah, you're okay, aren't you? So this is our arena. You can see we clearly have been riding in it yesterday. Okay, so you can see what we've got so far. I'm leaving his forelock well alone. We might pull it in a minute as well. And I haven't even thought about doing his bridle path yet. But this is us just getting it a bit shorter. It looks dreadful right now. So what we're going to do, there's some sections that are really very thick, like right here. And then down here, much thinner. So I'm going to even it all out and try and thin out some of these bits as well. I've missed a couple of hairs, just to try and get it a bit shorter. This is partially so that I can plait it later this week, but also Archie gets very hot under his mane because it is so thick. So it actually helps him having it a bit shorter as well. Doesn't it, mate? Yes. So I finished pulling for today. You can see it's still not really quite even enough. There's quite a few patches where I've just not quite got it right. But if I carry on going, I'm going to knack myself and I won't be able to ride today. So, you know, priorities. That's pretty good so far and it will do, and I'll carry on tomorrow. And then I think I'm going to put in his bridle path. Hey, sleepy boy. Just because then that'll help with our work today. Okay, so before I groom him all off, what I usually do is go and fetch all of his tack, just so it's all down here ready, so then he's not standing around with his rug off for too long. Might not seem like a big deal, but because he's a little bit older and it's warm, but it's not super warm, he can get a bit stiff if I leave him to sit by himself. Look at him. Oh, such a gorgeous boy. Right, so yeah, just gonna go find the key and open up the tech room.